Chase has officially denied me for the IHG Premier Credit Card. In fact, here is the denial letter, which is actually 2 pages, so tons of reasons to go over with you all today. And then if you stick around to the very end, I will show you how I turn this denial into an approval despite all of those reasons. Hey everyone, it's Mark. I'm here to help you put more money in your pocket through credit cards and smart financial habits. If that sounds good to you, do me a quick favor and click on the like and subscribe button down below. Also check out the links down below in the description area to earn some more cash back when you shop online through Rakuten, to sign up for MAXREWARDS, which is a great way to manage multiple credit cards, rewards, and benefits all in one place, including activating your hidden Amex offers, and to view my all-new site with some great credit card offers that I've organized into different categories to help you find the cards that you like best. First order of business, let's talk about the nasty. Dear Jeffrey M. Reese, thank you for applying for a new Intercontinental Hotels Group World Elite account. How formal. We reviewed your application and we're unable to approve this account for you at this time. We know this isn't the answer you were hoping for, correct? And we'd like to give you more information about our decision. So now here in the bold font, we see we based our decision on the following reason or reasons, and they gave me 4 of them. Number 1, you have too many active accounts or too much available credit. Now, as we go through these, I'm going to rate them based on the Mark Reese subjective scale of legitimacy. So for that first one, I do think that having a lot of accounts or too much available credit does make sense given my situation. So if they're looking for a real reason to deny me, that one would make sense, because prior to applying for the IHG Premier personal card, I had 6 personal cards with Chase already, and therefore each one of them has their own respective credit limit. So a lot of credit already extended from Chase, and of course a lot of accounts to go with it. Number 2, 1 or more credit cards have a high balance compared to the credit line. Basically, this one's referring to utilization, saying that based on my credit limits on either an individual card here or across multiple cards, that I have too much outstanding debts on my credit cards, and that makes them a little bit worrisome. In terms of legitimacy, I'm personally not seeing that. Perhaps I did miss something, but I went back to my Credit Karma profile and looked at all my utilization ratios of all my individual accounts to see which one may have had a high balance. And I think the highest one I saw was like $300 or $400 out of thousands of dollars. So I'm not sure where that came from. The only thing I could maybe think of is my Amex Gold card, which had like $1,700 or $1,800 of a balance. But as a charge card product with, I believe, pay over time turned off, that's just a regular charge card with no preset limit. So that should not factor into utilization at all. But who knows, that debt is still reported on my credit report, even though it may not be factored into my score. So maybe Chase still saw, hey, that almost $1,800 unpaid on your Amex account. We don't really like to see that, so we're gonna ding you for that. Just me and my thoughts. Anyway, number 3. Insufficient installment loan information. Now that one I don't understand either, because over the years I've had a number of different cars, all of which were on an installment basis. I believe I had a little over 6 years of lease payments with different automobiles if you add them all together. So in terms of me demonstrating an ability to basically have a very big purchase that costs thousands of dollars, i.e. a car, and to be able to pay it back consistently every single time, month after month, in full, no late payments or anything, to me 6 years is way more than sufficient. Legitimacy factor, 0 out of 10. Last reason, 1 or more recent requests for new credit. Yes, that one does make plenty of sense. Of course, all the sense in the world. I believe over the past, I'd say 3 months or so, since around April, I've had 4 requests for credit, again in a 3-month time. So that's more than 1 card a month. On average, at least 1 or maybe 2 of those were business credit cards, so those did not appear on my credit report, of course, therefore Chase can't see them, but I still got a hard pull on my credit report. So nonetheless, 4 inquiries were still able to be seen, and therefore that's probably how they were able to see, hey, this guy's requesting credit at a rather quick pace. So scrolling back out here, I don't believe there's anything else on that first page that's interesting to see. So let's move on to page number 2, which is quite interesting. Up here at the top, it says, we used information from your credit report. No surprise there. Our credit decision was based in whole or in part on information obtained in a report from the Consumer Reporting Agency, CRA, listed below. So they pulled Experian from my personal credit report, again for the IHG Premier Card. Now, in addition to the information obtained, which refers to various factors that Chase may have looked at, they also used my credit score. Of course, no surprise there, but they list that separately. So it's based on the score. This decision was based on my credit score plus other factors on my report. So interestingly here, check this out. Scoring system name, Chase Proprietary Score. How interesting is that? So it's not based on your FICO 8 or FICO 9 score, for example, or Vantage Score 3.0, none of those normal models. Now, Chase very likely uses one or more of those models to create the initial foundation for their proprietary score, but whenever you see proprietary, that means it's basically exclusive to their own intel or IP, intellectual property. So Chase created their own scoring model based on other factors and their own internal rules and whatever they stress as being most important for their underwriting criteria. I have no idea all the stuff that goes into this. I've never worked for Chase before, but I would guess that the 524 rule is somehow built into that. Same with the 230 rule or other, soft, medium or hard rules that they may have, plus some sort of risk weight, like a weighted average system, I would guess, based on the factors that they look at the most. Below that, we then have the source of this scoring system name, which of course is JP Morgan Chase Bank. The date that it was calculated was on the 22nd of July, and my credit score per their proprietary score at the time was 764. Now that may sound great, especially out of a typical 850, but their score is actually a broader range. So right below that, we see it says scores calculated using this source or this proprietary model can range from a low of 250 to a high of 900, where of course higher scores are better. And I'll also add that if you're unfamiliar with other scoring models, 900 is not uncommon for being the upper end of the range. So Chase is not unique in that. But nonetheless, it's cool to see that Chase has their own special thing. Now, here are some factors that adversely affected my score. Number one, number of credit cards with a balance close to the credit line. We saw that earlier, referring to utilization. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, but it does to Chase. Number two, insufficient installment loan information. Bogus. Number three, number of requests for new credit in the past 3 months. We also saw that a little bit before, but this is a little more interesting how Chase now has a 3-month look-back period. Other banks may have their own look-back periods where they look to see how many inquiries you may or may not have and how many newly opened accounts that you may have. We typically see in this industry 6 months being a standard look-back period, or 12 months. But now Chase is looking at just the most recent 3. And number 4, the length of time since last request for new credit. So similar to the one right there above, not only have I had a elevated number of requests for credit in the past 3 months, but then the time between where I most recently applied and my previous application was very short. And of course, that is fully accurate. Something like a week and a half, 11 days, somewhere in that time frame between my IHG Premier Business and my IHG Premier Personal cards, both with Chase. Yes, a business card does not count toward 524 in this situation, but again, the inquiries were still there, and of course, Chase can see those. But for all of y'all who've been watching this channel long enough, you probably know that Mark Reese does not take the first no as a permanent no. So I decided to call the Chase reconsideration line to see if I could talk with a live agent and turn this decision around from a no into a yes, and here's how that went.
London Services, John speaking. How can I help you?
Hey, good afternoon, John. This is Jeffrey Reese. I recently applied for the IHG Premier Card, and that resulted in a denial. Just wanted to see if there's any way to have the decision turned around.
Let's take a look at what we're working with. We'll see what we can do. Let me start with your social if you're in a safe place. Very good. Thank you so much. And your full name again was?
Yep, Jeffrey Mark Reese.
Okay, very good. Just bear with me, Jeffrey.
You got it.
I'm just going to get you validated, and then I should be able to access the application. We can figure out a possible plan of action.
All right, sounds good.
Okay. I can do a reconsideration on this. I need about 5 minutes of your time, if that's okay.
Yes, that'd be great. Thank you for working with me on this. I do appreciate it.
No, definitely. And if I hit any roadblocks, Jeffrey, or anything I need clarification on, I'll just jump back on and we can just talk it out together. We'll see what we can do. All right?
Perfect. Thanks.
All right, so I I am finished with everything here, Jeffrey. I'll let you know where we are. And
Sure.
if you have any questions, just go ahead and ask. I did recommend an approval on this application. It's not finalized just yet. I've now had to route it to a sign-off queue just due to the total exposure that you have across all the cards. But I did recommend an approval on this, sent it to the sign-off queue, and a final decision will be made in 1 to 2 weeks. Probably a lot sooner, but that's the worst case scenario, Jeffrey.
All right. You see, sometimes all it takes is a live person who's willing to advocate on your behalf and take the initial denial, which came from Chase's computer system, by the way, and their secret proprietary algorithm, and then take that into a yes after doing a manual review. Faith in humanity restored. So AI, machine learning, and robotics are not taking over the world, at least not yet. So to backtrack a little bit here, I initially submitted my application back on Friday, the 22nd of July. That's when I also called the reconsideration line and got it 98% approved, as I called it. Then on Monday, the 25th of July, that's when I received the official approval in Chase's system, and I actually saw it on the Chase mobile app right there at the very bottom of the screen. So the new account for the IHG Premier was showing. And then when I clicked on it, I then saw some more details about the card account itself, and the credit line was a $5,000 limit, which was great, especially considering that that did not come from any other card that I had with Chase already. In other words, a reallocation. So that was a net new $5,000 of credit. And I was also really excited to see the MAXREWARDS app show the new IHG Premier card along with the IHG Business. So I can now track both of these sign-up bonus spend requirements to make sure I don't miss them, and I can see how much more I've got to do based on the 3-month time frame that I have for both of those cards. In fact, MAXREWARDS sports a lot of great features to help you manage your credit cards and some really cool things regarding Chase offers, Amex offers, and more. So check this out. MAXREWARDS is an app that allows you to manage your credit cards, rewards, and benefits all in one place. This includes seeing when your bills are due, tracking your sign-up bonuses, monitoring your credit scores, and more. On the Activity tab, you can view the transactions across all your cards to easily see where you've been spending your money, including the value of the rewards you've earned across different categories. Then the Best Card tab helps you identify which card to use for different purchases. That way you can earn points or cash back even faster. And perhaps my favorite feature is the Benefits and Offers dashboard, which you can unlock with the gold level of MAXREWARDS. You might be familiar with Chase offers, Amex offers, Bank of America deals, and others. These are like digital coupons that provide you with additional savings and discounts on top of the regular rewards you earn. They're great, but they can be really frustrating to manage for 3 reasons. First, they change frequently, so you'll need to check them often to make sure you don't miss out. Second, they require you to manually activate them one at a time. And third, Amex usually shows you up to 100 available offers, even though more could be available. Fortunately, MAXREWARDS solves all of these problems. Each time you sync the app, all of your offers will be activated automatically, including the hidden ones from Amex that you didn't even know about. In fact, my Amex Gold card showed 162 offers that were ready to go thanks to MAXREWARDS. So if you'd like to try MAXREWARDS, use the link down below in the description to get the gold level entirely free for your first month. And with all that said, if you enjoyed today's video and believe it could benefit other people, then please help me get it in front of them by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and turning on notifications. Also check out the links down below in the description area to earn some more cash back when you shop online through Rakuten, and to view my all-new site with some great credit card offers that I've organized into different categories to help you find the cards that you like best. I thank you all for watching today's video. I hope it brought you some great value, especially to remember that the reconsideration line can be a great tool to help you get approved for more cards, even if they initially go to pending or get denied, and also that Chase is still willing to approve up to at least 2 credit cards within a 30-day period. So 2 thumbs up for those 2 cards. I look forward to seeing you all again in future videos, and while you're waiting on my next upload, remember always that you are great.